everyone, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brandon.
And this is Fish or Price Ranch. Hi, baby. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Sarah with Fish or Price Ranch. First off, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So it's a rainy day, excuse the guineas, but it's a very rainy day. We have like 5 or 6 days of rain, basically straight. And so there's not a whole lot going on. I did want to come on here and tell you that we wish you all a Merry Christmas and hope everybody has a Happy New Year. But I do want to give you guys an update on the baby bunnies. We are seeing some beautiful colors come in and some exciting fur types. Alright, so first up are Audie's babies. Now, I always take them out into a little basket so I can take a look at all of them. So let me get them pulled out and I'll show you how they're doing. Okay, so here's her 8 babies. So she did have 10. We had the runt, didn't make it. And then we did have one of the Audie's that crawled out of the nest, got on the wire and up underneath a piece of wood. So unfortunately it didn't make it. But these ones are all doing really good, nice, fat, and happy. So we ended up with the 4 Audie's, Chestnut, Sandy, whatever you want to call it. And so they look really good. We ended up, out of the 4, one of them has satin fur. See, it's this one here. You can see how super shiny that is. I don't have sun today, so I can't show you how super shiny, but you could definitely tell a difference how glossy that looks compared to another one of the darker Audie's. You can kind of see the difference in how glossy this one looks as the fur moves, whereas this one doesn't look as glossy. And then we ended up with 1 Harlequin. We ended up with 2 with Rex fur and then a red. I don't think any of those are satin fur. This one is a little shiny, but it is a little bit hard to tell. But I don't think we ended up with any satins or Reza coated babies. But we did get some beautiful Rex fur. You could tell by the whiskers how they're curly compared to straight whiskers like this one. So anyway, these are Audie's babies. They're going to be opening their eyes within the next couple of days. Okay, so the next litter I'm going to show you is Lady's litter. Now, Lady is the one that gave us a surprise litter. I was not expecting him. She had him in the grow out cage because when I put her with the bucks, I never saw her lift. I never saw a fall off. So it was very strange. So even more strange is the litter consisted of 2 broken blacks, which the only way to produce that with their specific genetics meant that the black satin buck, who's right here, this guy, has to be the father. So, okay, you know, that's fine. It was him or Hojo. Now, Hojo is the Harlequin buck that carries Rex fur and satin, whereas the black buck is pure satin. So anyway, it was fine because I needed babies from that cross from both bucks. We have the sisters Lady and Trina, so I was going to breed one of them with one and the other with the other one. So anyway, but then we ended up with 2 tricolors, which Mom is... I thought a tricolor because when she was a baby, she literally had like 1 black hair on her. So, which would make her a tricolor even though she looks broken red. So, anyway, it makes sense to get tricolor. But then I started to notice 2 days ago that I wasn't seeing any Rufus, which is the orange color, on a couple of the babies. And they were clearly Harlequin. Well, apparently they are not Harlequin, they are Magpie. The only way to get Magpie is if both parents carry the genetics for that. So they either have to carry Chinchilla or Roo. Roo is red-eyed white. So I contacted the lady that I got the black satin from, because he's the father, right? Well, she's had these genetics for 30 years and there's never been anything mixed in because she breeds true for show. So the only thing in his pedigree is black, blue, or broken black. So there is absolutely no way that he carries Roo or Chinchilla. Which means Hojo is the father. So we have 2 sires for the same litter. So it's possible because rabbits, like goats, have 2 uterine horns. So there could be a father that gets 1 uterine horn and then another father that gets the other uterine horn. Now, if you guys have followed us, you've seen that that's happened with our goats before, when we had goats that we had to suddenly push all the goats into one pen because of a major storm that was coming through. So we didn't know who the father was, but we figured we'd DNA test. Well, one of the does ended up having 2 different sires for the babies. So anyway, in the same case, this has happened with this litter. So we ended up with 2 magpies and 2 tricolors that are out of Hojo, and the 2 broken blacks are out of the black satin buck. So anyway, let me show you guys the litter. All right, so here are ladies' litters. So as you can see, we have 2 broken blacks, and actually this one doesn't look black anymore, or maybe it's just dirty. It's got a funny cast to it compared to that one, but maybe it's just because the satin sheen. Are you looking, buddy? You're gonna produce some babies eventually, aren't you? Yeah, it's a good boy. So the entire litter ended up with all satin fur, and that's part of it is because the 2 broken blacks being out of the satin buck, he does not carry the Rex fur gene. These 4 are out of Hojo, which he carries the Rex fur gene, but we just didn't get any. So anyway, we ended up with 2 tricolors, which is the orange and black, and you can see the rufous I was talking about, that orange color. And then here's the other tricolor with light markings, so it's mostly a broken orange, but then you could see these couple little black spots, which makes it a tricolor. Well, then the rufous on a harlequin would be the same thing. You get these random black markings, as you see on here, but then the rest of the body would be orange. But it is not, it is white. So that makes them magpie. So we ended up with this one, which only has a few spots that make it a magpie. But then I thought this one was a Roo, which is a red-eyed white. However, if you look on the ear, there's that tiny little black spot. And then if you look, all right, buddy, stay away. If you look, see this eye is nice and white all the way around. But if you look at the other side, quit wiggling so much. See the couple of black spots? Okay, here, come here. Hide your face for a minute. Okay, see the couple black spots by the eye? Right there. So that makes it a magpie, even though the rest of the whole body is all white. And then, yeah, so we ended up with 2 magpies, 2 tricolors, and 2 broken blacks. So these 4 are out of Hojo, and these 2 are out of the black satin buck. Okay, so that is the update on the baby bunnies. We are expecting another litter of F1 Reza babies out of Myoga, our black Rex buck, and I'm just calling her Blackie. She's the black satin doe that we got. So we'll be expecting those on the 31st, so not too long to wait on those. I did want to share something with you guys only because it's happening right now that's very interesting. So we're currently getting a ton of rain, but we have this entire cover. I put little houses. So the rabbits, they hang out. We have their minerals, their food. So as you can see, they're nice and dry. Everybody's happy. We've got another buck that's hanging out over here. And then another one that's hanging out here who's wet. But it's very interesting because they have all this cover, but sometimes rabbits like to hang out in the rain, like Snickers here. What are you doing, bud? You're getting all soaked. I don't know why. I've seen, even just recently today, earlier today, somebody caught on their trail camera of a rabbit swimming across a pond. For no reason, it wasn't being chased or nothing, but it just went for a swim. So pretty interesting. I might do something in the future in our rabbit run, and I wanted to put in a pond. There's another rabbit in the rain. And then we could always put a camera on it and just kind of see their interesting natural, you know, traits and characteristics that they show when we're not watching. So it's pretty interesting. So anyway, Snickers, what are you doing, silly boy? Huh? What are you doing, silly boy? Hi. What are you doing? Silly. Yep, shake it off. Maybe he just wanted a shower. Who knows? All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the rabbit update. Stay tuned and watch for a video of the update on the goats. See you guys soon.